Today, we're going to take a look at AI Builder inside of the Power Platform. AI has actually been infused in the Power Platform for at least as long as I've been working with it. There are pre-built and custom models and prompts that you can use now. It's basically being able to use AI for your business data in a low-code form that we're used to with the Power Platform. Let's go ahead and take a look at some of the models that are available. To AI Builder, you can either go from make.powerapps.com, or I always like to come in here to Power Automate at make.powerautomate.com. And then if you come down here on the navigation bar, we'll see that there's prompts, and we'll see that there's also the AI Hub. I'm going to go ahead and start with the AI Hub. Now, of course, you'll want to make sure that you're using a Power Platform environment where you already have Copilot credits enabled. Here we can see that it gives us a listing of different AI models. We also have document automation using RPA. You can also monitor your AI Builder activity from here as well. Here we see a listing of all of the different models that are already available inside of AI Builder. You can see here we have pre-built models. We also have custom models. And really the difference between these two is when we're using a pre-built model, like the receipt extraction model, for example, a predefined set of fields that model is going to return for you. So if you need any custom fields, or you need a field that's not on extract a field that's not part of the preset model, then what you need to do is go ahead and create a custom model. Here it's showing you a picture of a receipt, and then everywhere where we have a green outline, that's showing you obviously what the model is reading. Over here under extracted information, we can see the different fields that we'll get from the receipt. So for example, we'll get the merchant name, address, transactions, and then it will also give us you'll also see a table here for purchased items, where it's going to essentially read the lines inside of the receipt. And then it's also going to categorize the receipt as well. Here we are looking at a flow that I have created that uses the pre-built receipt model that we were just taking a look at. So this flow kicks off whenever a new file is created, and in this scenario, a new file is created whenever I take a picture of a receipt with my phone. And then with my phone, I already have OneDrive on there, so it's really easy to go ahead and take that picture and send it over to specifically in my receipt folder, and then that goes ahead and kicks off this flow. At this screen, what you'll see is there are actually so many different AI models, so you want to make sure that you pick the correct one, but you'll just pick this standard one, process receipt. So that's all we're using here, and you see it's already properly named. And then what we're going to do is we're taking like essentially the body of the file, right, or the file content from here. We're going to use this step in our flow to go ahead and process that receipt. As you can see here, there's a lot of different fields that are really helpful for you to be able to not only get the fields, but make sure that you're getting a really quality data out of the extraction as well. The last step here is so that I can add the results to a custom table I have in Dataverse called receipts. On this custom table, I have reason, which would be the reason for this expense. And so I have a drop down here of different reasons. But because I'm adding a new expense, I'm going to have this TBD, or to be determined. And then here is going to be some dynamic output from the receipt builders. So here I have my transaction date. Down here I've got my merchant. I also wanted to give it a unique name, so I've got the receipt name essentially is I'm going to have it be merchant name, transaction date, and transaction type. And then I also have a column to say if this has been reviewed or not, and then the total receipt. So this is my flow. Let's go ahead and see it work in action. In here, we see our flow has successfully ran. Now what we're looking at is just a simple model-driven app that I have to hold my expense receipts. On this list, we see that I have a few expenses to get caught up on, but if I dive into here, this is the one that we just created and categorized this receipt, so I'll go ahead and close it, and now it's off my list because it's already been processed. See how lightning quick AI Builder makes it to be able to transform your business processes. We just used a pre-built model and had essentially a 3-step flow that whenever a new file came into a designated folder, we used the pre-built model to go ahead and process that receipt, and then entered it into a custom table inside of Dataverse. Really simple things that we do all the time. Make sure you like and follow for more AI Builder and Power Platform use cases.